Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me okay? Let me just do a sound test. Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me okay? Good. That seems to be working. We'll just let some people join. Just give it a couple of minutes. Hi, Clario. Great. Thanks for letting me know you can hear me. That's good. Cassandra, thanks. Yuko, thanks as well. That's great. Thanks for letting me know. So we'll just give people a couple of minutes to roll in, get their cups of tea, their lunch, whatever they need to do before they join us. So please, guys, when you're after this, let me know if this kind of format works for you. It's something that we're trying a little bit different this time. And just kind of really quick lunchtime presentations. Really simple. We're going to focus on one topic. Just do it really quickly, and do a little bit of a Q&A afterwards, just during lunchtime. So yeah, let me know if this format works for you, or if there's anything that we can change. Okay, just before I get started, hit us up on Facebook. There's our Facebook URL down the bottom, WP Sydney. We've also got Twitter account there. Use the hashtag #WPSyd. Also, if you want to use the hashtag WP Quickies as well, that would be great. We can reply to some of your stuff there. And also our YouTube, which is where you're watching here. I'm going to stream that. And this will be recorded, so you can play it back later on. More importantly, is our Slack channel. So if you haven't used Slack before, that's basically where all of us WordPress developers and designers and community hang out. I'll give you a little bit more details at the end, but you can sign up for it at the URL below at wpaustralia.org/Slack. And it'll tell you how to sign up and get an account, a free account, so you can log into the wpaustralia.slack.com community. Okay, we've got some people watching now, which is great. Mr. Meowpus, I love that username. It's so good. Okay, so hi everyone, and welcome to the very first WP Quickies. So really, the idea behind this is I wanted to create something really quick, really simple for WordPress, a simple topic that we can focus on and explore just really quickly in a short amount of time. So we'll still have the regular WordPress Sydney meetups online at the end of the month, and they're the kind of the big, longer versions of this. But I really want to slim it down, choose little topics, and just kind of go from there. Just that little tidbits to help you improve your site experience for your visitors. So the format is super simple. I basically share the information really, really quickly, maybe do some demos, and then we'll just open up for Q&A at the end. So the first one today is on top bar notifications. So let's jump in and get started. Okay, so here's what we're going to look at today. We're going to learn what a top bar notification is and what it can be used for, some free examples, and maybe look at some of the paid examples as well. So let's have a look. What is a top bar notification? Well, it's usually a site-wide header that goes at the top of the website across the whole site, for every single page. It's usually full length, usually just one single line across the top. And it's often kind of brightly colored just to make it stand out and make it more visible. So what can they be used for? Well, traditionally, top bar areas or notification areas are used for notifications. So perhaps things like alerts. Traditionally, it's been used for if a site has it's going to be down for maintenance, like an e-commerce site. People will display a banner across the top to say the site will be down between midnight and 3 a.m. on Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Like a broadcast notification across the entire site. Everyone who's in the different places in the site, they can see that notification. That's generally where it started off from, but people are starting to use it in a lot more different ways now. So different things it can be used for. A lot of people are using them for special offers. So if you log into an e-commerce website, you might see they've got a promotion going for May or for seasonal promotions, 10% discount, 50% discount, things like that. So a lot of people are using it for these type of offers to grab people's attention, to encourage them to shop more, to buy more, and to connect more with you. Discount codes I mentioned, and that's a popular one. So as well as advertising seasonal offers, you might want to offer some discount codes. We'll maybe have a look at that a little bit later as to what the admin bars can do, the top bar area. Another common thing I've seen from the top bar notifications is using shipping. So to let people know that there's free shipping or there's free shipping on orders over a certain amount of money. That can entice people to just put them over that limit to say, oh, well, if it's free shipping, yeah, I'm going to grab this, and that. So definitely free shipping works for a lot of e-commerce websites. Other things you can use this for is to create a sense of urgency. So for example, a countdown timer. If you arrive on a particular page and it's got a notification bar, it says, well, this offer is only available for, and there's a countdown. Maybe it's like 5 minutes or 3 minutes. And again, it's just a psychological trick to entice people to, oh, there's an urgency, I've got to get this before it goes. So certainly I've seen top bar notification areas use countdown up quite a lot over the past year and a bit. And along with that, I've seen use of a lead magnet area. So as well as countdown, an offer enticing people. So sign up here or click here and download a free ebook, free white paper. If you sign up for this newsletter, then you'll send a free course online. So definitely call to action lead magnets work very, very well as a top bar notification area. Other things as well, promoting events. So I know we're kind of all in lockdown just now, and it's gradually easing across Australia. But yeah, if you want to advertise at the upcoming events, then a top bar notification area can be really, really good for that because it grabs everyone's attention site-wide. So just think about using that. You can use it for online meetups. It doesn't have to be just your regular meetup event in person. I kind of touched on it a little bit with the call to action, but caption emails as well. They're really, really good for capturing emails because they stand out against the content of your website. So you want to start capturing leads and put a little lead magnet in there, and then have a space for the email address, and just use that to capture some emails as you go along. It can be used for a lot more things. Please be very, very creative. Those are just kind of the standard list that I've seen people using over the past year, and I've used myself for my own website and my own customers as well. Okay, so let's have a look at some demos. So I'm gonna just get one of my tabs open, share my screen, and let's see. And it's not coming up. Oh, lovely. I might have to share my whole screen. I was trying to select the window, but it doesn't seem to let me share this window. Okay. Let Let me close that down. I'm actually using Microsoft Edge in the Chrome browser. Let's see if it picks up when I restarted that. Share screen. Oh my goodness, your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar. Okay. Share the screen. And get rid of that. Let's try that again. Select the window. Yes. There we go. Never give up. Never give up. Sorry about that technical stuff. So let's just make that full size. So there are 3 plugins that I wanted to go through today with you, just to show you what can be done to get that WordPress notification bar. And so 3 plugins and 1 other solution. And actually, let's jump to the other solution first. The other solution is Cloudflare. If you don't know what Cloudflare is, it's a CDN, a content delivery network. The whole idea is there's servers throughout the planet, and they cache parts of your website, popular sites, and they give them to people who are browsing your website closer to them. So that whole idea is it serves content quicker. But as well as that, because they cache your website, you can also add things onto your website kind of in real time. And this is one of them here. So if you go into the apps section of Cloudflare, and this is if you're already running your website through Cloudflare, you can get these free apps and paid apps. And one is called Welcome Bar, and it's the same thing. It's a top notification bar area. You can get it for free. So a free one is also a paid one. So let's go here, Cloudflare/apps Welcome Bar, and let me just put that down in the comments. You can click on preview. And the great thing about this is you can actually preview websites. So here I've got one of my websites, WP Wingman. Just give it a few seconds to load in. So here we go. That's one of my websites here. And Cloudflare is giving you a demonstration of what it's going to look like if you use this system. So along the top here, you can see there's a top bar there. And this is the free one. So you can add any message in. So maybe offers. You can show an action button or not. You can just have it off up there with the discount code. But I like to use a button. Get it now. And of course, you can put a URL for that. I'll just put in like that. HTTPS.com. Offer, something like that. I can open a new window. You can also show or disable the close button, and you can change the styles and colors to be, whatever you want. If you want to make it stand out a little bit more, let's go hot pink. Yeah, go for that. That looks good against the green. And so it's very, very simple. There's not a lot of customization there. And again, this is going to be site-wide, so across your entire website on every page. And that's just what you get from this particular app. There is a paid version, and we'll go into the paid version a little bit later. So we'll skip that for just now. And I want to go back into the plugins. So we're going to be looking at 3 plugins today. The first one is this one here. I'll drop that URL into the comment. So this one's called WP WordPress Notification Bar. Sorry. It's by cProd, and those guys make the Coming Soon plugin, which allows you to put your website in maintenance. So it's a reputable company. But as always, when we look at plugins, installing plugins, we have a look at the WordPress.org and the details tab, and have a look at the version information at the side. So we can see here, it was last updated 1 month ago. It's got 7,000 plus active installations. Whatever, which is good. So all that tells us is that it's actively maintained, there's people using it, and it's tested up to the current version of WordPress 5. And a little bit further down, you can see that the ratings are given it almost 5 stars. So that's really, really good. This one here, the free version is super basic. and it does have a paid version. So we'll come back and have a look at the paid version in a second. The next one that I'm going to have a look at is WP notification bars, and there's a link in the comments down below. This one got a little bit more settings, a little bit more control as to what you can do with the admin bar at the top. This is a free one, plugin only, so there's no paid version to this. So what you see is what you get, and we'll run through a demo of this in a little second. And the last one we're going to look at is the WP front notification bar. And again, there's the URL in the comments below. This one here, again, is just free, so there's no paid option. So it's what you see is what you get. But it's got a few different options, which is more than a lot more options than the other two put together for free. So let's jump in and have a quick look at these plugins. The first one was WordPress notification bar. I've got them all loaded in here from the WordPress.org repository into a demo WordPress site on my local machine. So let's just go and activate this one. And this is a vanilla WordPress install. There's nothing else in there, it's just a normal WordPress. So we'll click on activate. Okay, so that's been activated. So let's have a look to see where the settings are. Is it in tools? No. Is it in settings? Yes, it's down there, notification bar. Okay, so here we can see, and this is pretty common for notification bars, that they won't show in your WordPress admin dashboard, but they will show on the settings page for the plugin, just to give you an idea as to what it's going to look like site-wise. So the first thing we want to do is enable it. So let's have a look at the front end first. So there's the front end of the website. Oh, that was some cache from earlier. So there's no admin bar there. So let's go in the settings and enable it quickly and just save changes. Okay, it goes save. I'll go to the front end and just refresh it. There's my bar. There it is there. Okay, so that's been enabled. And just very, very simple. There's not a lot of settings for this one. So a simple message, Mayday offers 10% site-wide. The button label, get it, and the button link. You can open it in a new window, and again, you can have it sticky or you can have it scroll with you. Personally, I'm not too keen on sticky notification bar unless it's like a really urgent message that I want to get across to all my clients. So I usually leave the sticky part off and just let it scroll up and down the site. And again, you can select what any color you like. Let's go for the hot pink again and save changes. So again, it's giving you a little bit a preview up here. And if we jump on the front end of the website, do a quick refresh, and here it is here. Now, that's all the styling that the plugin allows you to do. If you want to style anything else, like for example, I've got a pink color background there, but it's still got black text, then you're going to have to use some custom CSS to override that and to change that for the button as well. And you can easily do that within Chrome or Firefox for the inspect element. So you can go here, click on inspect, and it'll tell you which elements. It's kind of difficult to do that inspect here. Which elements, but there it is, WNB-bar-button. So that CSS tells you exactly where to go and start customizing the colors and the background, and you can do that in the customizer. So bring up the customizer. It's getting crowded. Can I customize? Probably best not to do that. Yeah, so you bring up the customizer, change that particular CSS, and just change the background of the button and the text, for example. But the plugin itself, the settings, it's very limited in the styling that allows you to do. So very simple, very quick. If you want a top bar notification, get something out. Again, that's probably a really, really good choice to do. So let's go back to plugins. Let's disable that and go into the next one. So deactivate that one. We will activate WP notification bars. We'll just clear the cache on the front. Oops, not that one. Okay. So this one here is not in settings. It's got its own admin section called notification bars. So let's have a look at this one. So here I've actually created one previously just to test. But this one is really good. It allows you to create multiple notification bars. So, and that's great for if you're having something like seasonal offers. So you can set up a spring one, a winter one, an Easter one, a Valentine's Day one. Just have them all saved down here, so that when it rolls in again the next season, you just enable it and put it up. Now the previous plugin didn't allow you to do that. It's just one bar. Whereas this one here allows you to save these multiple bars. So I really like that option. I think it's great. Let's go and have a look at one just now. So more settings than the last one has. We've got some tabs across the top. So basic options, you can have a hide or close button. Let's say a close button for that one. You can set the width across, make it full width, it does it automatically. And fixed width or static, which means it stays in the position. I like the fixed one, so it scrolls up and down. Let's put some content in. So the link style, we're going to have a button. Get it. The link button text. Offer now. And the URL. Let's put offer. Let's have a look at the style. Again, you can set the different colors. I'm feeling the hot pink, so let's go for a hot pink day today. And again, this one's got actually more options, so you can actually change the color now, which is great. The last plugin, you couldn't change any color for the text, and this one allows you to change that. And the link or the button color as well, let's just go with a horrible green, because that really stands out against the pink. And you can choose your font size. So this has a really, really good options for being a free plugin. And here as well, this is what makes it a lot different from the other plugin. This has got conditions. Now, normally admin bar area, you're going to have it across the entire website, across all pages. This plugin here actually allows you to tell you on specific locations only. So you can have multiple admin bars, notification bars going on different pages. So you can have it on your home page, or just on your pages, or just on your blog posts for that. So it's not quite granular, you can't see a specific page, but it does give you that option to remove it from site-wide and to allow you to just specify just particular parts of your website, and that's just great. So let's put it on the home page just now. Also got other options. So it can track to see if people have come from a Google search, and you can display a banner if they come directly from Google search, which is fantastic because most people, when they're doing Google searches, they're kind of ready to buy. They're doing that research mode. So when they land on your landing page, you can offer them an incentive with an admin bar, knowing that they've come from a Google search, which is fantastic. And similarly from Facebook as well. So if you're running Facebook ads, you can detect if they come from Facebook and say, hey, hi, Facebook user, I've got a special offer for you. So great little options there. Let's just keep it not location specific. Not from Facebook, not from Google, on specific location. Let's click on that. Okay, we'll update those. Just update. So that saves that one notification bar, and you can create multiple ones. And let's have a quick look on the front end. We'll refresh that. There we go. Fantastic. Bright purple. Get it. Offer now. Green button. That's just fantastic. I love that. Very slim. We've got our close button here, so you can get rid of it, which is good to give an option for people to get rid of that, because a lot of people, it might not apply, so just remove that and carry on browsing the site. So I think that's fantastic. That's really, really good. I think it's a great plugin. Allows you to create multiple notification bars. You set them up for all your offers, enable them and disable them when you need. So I think that for a free plugin is actually fantastic. So let's deactivate that one. We'll clear the cache on the front there, and we'll go into the last one here that I want to demonstrate, which is the WP front notification bar. And let's find out where that one is. It's in settings again, and notification bar. So this one has a whole heap of options as well, in fact, even more than the previous one, which is great. Again, enable. So let's get that one enabled. The position, this one actually allows you to put it on the bottom. I'm not a huge fan of putting sticky things at the bottom, but you know, if it works for your site, that's great, but I'm going to keep this one to the top. Again, fixed positions, sticky or not sticky. I don't like the sticky ones, so I'm going to get rid, just leave it as a scrolling one. Different options. You can display on scroll. So if you don't want your top bar to display right away, if you want it to display maybe when your visitor scroll to a particular part of the page, then you can do that here. You can set that there, and then just scroll a number of pixels offset. So when they're scrolling down, maybe they're coming to a service or a product that you have, and then suddenly you get the pop-up bar will appear. So that's great. I like that option. It's good for free. Simple things here, set the bar height, the offset. You can display after a number of seconds as well, rather than just bombarding users. A little animation scroll and display close. Yep, we'll do that one. Also close after a number of seconds. So that could be quite good. If you just want something quickly to notify your visitors and then pop it off again, that could definitely be a great movement there. Display shadow, display reopen, keep closed for X amount of days. So again, if you're finding that you're getting feedback from your visitors that are saying they're really annoying bars on there all the time, you can actually keep it closed for maybe a week, and then only show it to people when they come back and display it after a week, but not within that period. So that's going to be looking at the cookies and the session that WordPress is installing in the people's browsers. So depending on whether they clear the cache or not, then that thing will work for you. And again, here's the text for the area. Special offer today only. This is great. You can put short codes in here. That's fantastic. So if you click on here, you can put a short code. So if you've got a short code that displays like a fancy button or something else, you can whack a short code in here like that, and this plugin will display that and render it for you in that message here. That's fantastic. I like that. Display a button. I'll come in here, get a promo code and a URL. I've done that before. So you can open a URL and one in a new window, set it to no follow if you're bored with that, the search engines, and execute JavaScript. Now that's a really advanced feature. So if you know JavaScript or you've got a bit of JavaScript that does stuff, then yeah, you can actually add it in here. I don't know how secure, how good that is, but yeah, I've never seen that option before. Close on click. Okay, so here are some other great options that weren't in the previous plugin. So you can specify a start date between the start date, time, and end. So if you want your pop-up bar to only appear on one particular day, at some particular time, go for it here. That's great. Allows you to do that. And here, as the previous plugin, you can put it on just all pages or a particular landing page, yeah, so these pages down here, you can select them as to which one is going to display on. And you can exclude ones as well. So if you want it to display on all pages except for, say, that page, you click on there. So that's great having an exclusion. And the most advanced part of this plugin is that you can actually specify what type of users it displays to. So if you've got multiple roles, different types of people engaging with your site, just say you've got a subscription site, so you can actually display these notifications just to particular types of people. So maybe people are bought a gold membership level or just a bronze membership level, or students that have enrolled in a course, then you can just change all that from here. So you can just display all those different options there. So that's really, really good. And again, granular control of the color of the bar. And this one actually has gradients. Interesting. Let's go for a more ready color. See how that goes. Next color, button color again. So all the good stuff here, which you didn't have in the first plugin, but we do in the second plugin here. To just avoid having to do all that CSS. Great. And this actually allows you to put custom CSS in the bottom. So let's stop playing around, save that change, have a look at the front website. And there we go. So lovely gradient there. Get promo code. It's going to do all that sort of stuff. You can close that as well. So those are the three plugins that I want to show you. The free plugins, which is fantastic. And just look at the functionality that you get with those plugins for absolutely free as well. What I wanted to do was just go through some paid options as well. I think the very first one here. So the plugins that I've shown have been very, very simple, as in it just allows you to display text and a button or text and a link at the top in the notification area. But as I mentioned, there's other ways that people are using this admin area. for things like countdowns, emails, collections, things like that. So let's have a look at this first plugin. Let's get rid of all these pop-ups. So the first plugin that we showed you, which is the simplest one, it just shows you the notification bar and that's it. Well, this paid version, it doesn't cost very much. It's only a few bucks. Let's look at the pricing. So for one website, it's $29.60. That's US bucks for 1 year for one website. And look at the very top here. Can you see that? They've got a notification bar there with a countdown timer. Flash sale, save 20% off. So that's the sort of thing that you can start using these top buttons for. Which is a great example there. Let's go back and have a look. So for the paid version, you can collect emails. So here, as an example, a green bar with an email field in here and subscribe. So you can start collecting emails, which is great. And the one that was just seen is the create a sense of urgency, so the countdown timer to instill people to do an action really, really quickly. And with the paid version, you also get all these lots of different options. So social profiles, sections, you can create sections, change the button position, the display, so you get a lot more control over the colors and typography and things like that. So if that's something you're looking for, if you're looking for that type of countdown timer, things like that, then a paid option for this one is a really, really good way to go. And the SeedProd company is a great, reliable company. I've used them on many times for that maintenance one. So that's definitely a paid option and for that one, which is great, get those extra goodies. Now, Cloudflare, I did mention they had a paid version. So it's $3 a month for the Pro one, and it basically gives you more customization. So it allows you to have multiple messages, again, all the different admin bars. It allows you to hide it after a specific date and allows you to have more themes. I'm not quite sure what that means by more themes. I haven't played around with the Pro version, but for $3 a month for just that limited amount of goodies, I don't think that's such a great deal as maybe going for the plugin, the SeedProd plugin upgrade for that. So, I mean, it's up to you guys. But, you know, I would probably recommend if a client's coming to me to get that paid SeedProd to allow them to get the counter and the email stuff working. I think that's probably a lot more value. So let me just get rid of the screen there and let me get the presentation back if it'll allow me. Share my screen. PowerPoint. Allow. There we go. Back on track. Okay, so we've done the paid additional features. That's what it was. And yeah, basically that's it, guys. So this is our WP Quickie, quick. So what I looked at today is the top line notification, what it can be used for, some free examples, a couple of paid options as well. And I'll just leave that. That's me, my details. Happy for you guys to hit me up and connect with me. Whatever you want to do with that would be great. Okay, we'll do some questions. Just quickly, just 5 minutes for some questions, because this is meant to be a WP Quickie. Just quickly in and out, so let's have a look. Right. Clario, how does it know whether the users come from Facebook or Google, and does that happen out of the box? Well, Google and Facebook, they've got all tracking cookies. So whenever you move from outside Google or outside Facebook to somewhere else, Google and Facebook and a lot of other companies, they'll actually just whack a particular cookie that says a referrer URL. And that's what these plugins are looking at. So they'll look for a specific cookie that Google drops or Facebook drops. And if they find that, then they'll know that that person has come from Facebook or Google, and then they'll display that admin bar for those. That's a great question. Doesn't happen out of the box. Yes, that's inside that plugin. So you don't have to configure anything at all. Mr. Meowpoos, the paid theme I use, Callium, comes with a top bar built in, which is good. Oh, that's great. Fantastic. I think you'll find a lot of these themes now. You get a whole heap of stuff in them. It's like you get the kitchen sink for some of these plugins. So that's great. If yours comes with that built in, that's the theme Callium, and that's great. That's got it built in. Does that one give you countdown timers and email subscriptions, Mr. Meowpoos? Let me know if that one does. Oh, you haven't used it yet? Okay. Well, maybe you can use it and just get back to us at some other time. That'd be good. Bob, you keep coming up with great meetups. Don't worry. My pleasure. I'm stuck here at home, so I've got nothing else to do. Not just. Yeah, my pleasure. Do you like the format, the online format? It does make it easier to attend. We've had international people as well, which is great. What do you guys, let me know what you guys think about this particular lunchtime format. If it suits you guys for this time, for this quickness level, please let me know in the comments below, or send us an email as well. That'd be great, or a tweet or a Facebook comment. Just let us know if this format works for you, if this time slot works for you. If not, I can maybe adjust that. Yeah, so that's basically it for today, except I wanted to just go back into Slack again, because a lot of times you find that people don't understand or can't get in contact with this. So us as a WordPress community, especially the developers and the UI people, we all kind of hang around on Slack. So we've always got Slack open in the app or in a tab in our browser. So if you really want to connect with us offline from these meetups, then I really would suggest you get into that WordPress australia.slack.com and just browse around there. In fact, let me just, I've got it open just now. Let me just see if I can share that, just to let you guys know, or just have a quick look as to what it's about. And here it is. Is it going to let me do that? Slack is not coming up. Okay, let me open up Slack and I'll close it down. There we go. So we're using StreamYard here for our online meetups. This is the free version. It's pretty good, but it does have a few little quirks. So sometimes it doesn't recognize the screens and stuff that comes up, and that's okay. It's all good. Share screen. Okay, let's see. Does it? No, it's not that. That's a shame. Let me just share my entire screen and I'll just open that up. How many people have we got doing? 20 watching just now. So you guys are still there. That's great. So let me just do entire screen. Hold on that. There we go. That's better. So I'm using an app, the Slack app just now. But you can get the same app just to go to wpaustralia.slack.com. But if you haven't seen Slack before, this is it. It did actually go down yesterday for about half an hour, which everyone was in a panic because no one could chat to each other. We're all going, oh my goodness. I'm just checking to see if you guys can see that. Okay. No, I don't think it's showing that just now. So I've got my YouTube open on my iPad. So let me just have a quick, it's got a few seconds lag. Hopefully that is sharing the screen. Can you guys see Slack? I don't think you can. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Sorry about that. It's not kind of working just now. I'm not quite sure why, but let's just, I wish it would work. I'll give it one more go, because this makes it tricky. Let's see, is it coming up? Slack. Are you there? Are you there? You are. Yay! Okay. I think we're on. Can you guys see that? I'm just looking at the YouTube. Yep, that looks good. That looks good there. Okay. So this is Slack. I've got lots of different Slack groups down the side here. As you can see, that's not doing the entire screen, is it? There we go. That's better. Okay, now we can see. And so there's lots of different channels. So there's a WP Sydney channel here. If you just want to connect the Sydney people, you can have a look at this one here. Connect people, chat away. If you just want to chat to the Sydney community. Otherwise, there's a general meetups channel here. So any of the meetups across Australia, I'm just going to get rid of that banner. Any of the meetups across Australia, just go in there, connect with the guys. They'll tell you when they're broadcasting online, etc. So the Perth, the Melbourne, the Brisbane, all the different people there. Have a look in there. But there's also things like if you're just got some questions about Gutenberg, you can go on Gutenberg channel. There's a channel for plugins there as well, so you can see if you've got any problem with plugins, ask people in that particular context, which is great. There's also a support channel, so if you've got a problem with a particular issue with WordPress, you can just go on this support channel here, type in your question, and people, if they've got an answer, they'll type in, give you some support. There's a general one there. Just want to generally talk with people, have a chat, and keep in contact. You can use that one there. And if you're looking for a WordPress job, we've got a jobs channel as well that you can browse and just have a look through, see what people are looking for. So every so often you'll get some jobs come up, some big ones, some small ones, and well worth trying that one out. So yeah, have a look at Slack, connect with us in the community. That would be great. I'll put my ugly mug on just now. So again, to join that particular Slack group, you've actually got to go to wpaustralia.org/Slack, and that'll give you all the credentials that you need in order to log into that particular area. So let's see. Cool, great format. You like the format there, that's good. Thanks, Paul. Great, okay. That's it. It's a little bit longer than I intended. I was going to try and get to it in half an hour. I'll try better next time, maybe less of the waffle from me. But thank you guys very much for turning up. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of WordPress tidbits, something extra to explore and add onto your website. And again, yeah, send me, let me know what topics you maybe like me to discuss in the WP Quickies. And yeah, so I'll try and set up another one for next week, maybe the same time if you guys like that. So again, thank you very much, guys. That's me. I'm going to sign off, and I'll catch you next time.